What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of NFL Weekly Picks
What's up?
with me and Goose Sports.
What's
Goose,
up, man?
we did not have a good week last
Yeah.
week, did we?
Hopefully, you guys did not listen to us last week because I did better than you, but wasn't much. Yeah. Hopefully, you guys did not listen to us because yeah,
We were wrong.
you were 6-8, I was 7-7. We missed on a bunch of games. So now we're all tied up. We're 51, 39, and 1. Yeah, so we're all tied up for the year. So we're down a home stretch now. But hopefully we do a little better this week because we definitely sucked at our picks last week. Sucked.
Yeah. What's up, QC? What's up, Lewis? What up, Brady? What's up, Richard? What's up, OGR? Jose in the house? What's up, Jose? What up, guys? What is
Yeah.
going on?
Yep. So I got the schedule pulled up if you're ready to, and we'll go down the list that we had here because first game that we picked, we won the first game that we picked because we got the Tennessee and Houston game correctly as the Titans won in overtime 42-36. So we started off good, just didn't. We missed the next few games. We did horrible, but we were right on this one. As Tennessee won in overtime, high scoring game. As Texans are playing better without Bill O'Brien as a coach.
I mean, are you really surprised?
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. That
I am not surprised one bit that they're playing better without them.
Yep. Yeah. So they're Tannehill threw for 4 touchdown passes, 366 yards, and Derrick Henry. 22 carries, 212 yards. If Derrick Henry runs for 2,000 yards this year, I don't think there should be any doubt who the MVP should be. The league MVP should be. I know they don't like giving it to running backs. I know it's a quarterback-driven league, but
Hold on a sec. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let me.
But yeah, man, I know it's a quarterback-driven league. I think if Derrick Henry can run for 2,000 yards this season, give him the league MVP.
Yeah, he's when the Titans get him on a roll early, which is the most of the game plan is get him rolling early. Get him with the momentum early.
You block somebody? I see somebody got blocked.
Oh yeah. I dropped the hammer on.
Oh, that's that dude. I know what that is now.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Yeah. Yes, we missed badly. I'm sorry. We got that pick right.
Yeah.
Got that pick right.
What's up, Vegas? What's up, Alejandro?
Then we now we start in our losing streak as
What's up, Monstar?
As we had the Colts playing home to the Bengals. We both picked Cincinnati to win this game. But they were playing well. They're up 21-0. This game was on in my market. They were 21-0. Joe Mixon got hurt, and Joe Burrow threw a pick. So we're driving and maybe getting to range to maybe win the game. But 31-27, the Colts defeat Cincinnati. Phillip Rivers, threw for 371 yards.
The Bengals just collapsed, man. They couldn't hold it together.
Yeah, they lost Joe Mixon, and then they couldn't run the ball, and that was just the end. That was the end of them.
Coach plays in the house. What's up, Coach? What up, Blake? What up,
Jonathan?
Kyle Cruz?
No running game for them. So So let's see. What's the Colts? What's the Colts record now? Let's see, they've improved.
I think the Colts are 4-2.
Let's see. Yep, 4-2. Colts are 4-2.
But let's be honest though, they're pretenders. They got a long way to go.
Yeah.
They've played well, but they still have a lot of work to do.
So so we missed on that one. As we figured that Cincinnati would go win that game, but correct. Let's see. Ooh, next week.
Indy's defense is playing surprisingly well.
Yeah, they got down 21-0. I said, "Ooh, man, Bengals -7. The Bengals might win this game." But
yeah.
But Philip Rivers came alive, and Cincinnati has no defense. And then, like I said, when they lost Joe Mixon, they couldn't run the ball. So that just hurt them big time in that game. And next game, see, now look, this is a game I was going back and forth over last week, and
what up, Birdman?
I ultimately picked the Vikings to beat Atlanta. Remember, I said Atlanta was going to play better without Dan Quinn, and you talked me out of it. As Atlanta destroys Minnesota 40-23.
Did I get that? Did I say Atlanta was going to win, or
we both picked
or did we both pick the Vikings?
Yeah, I was going to pick Atlanta, but you talked me out of it. I was going to pick Atlanta, you talked me out of it, and I said I should listen to myself because I kind of figured they would play better without Dan Quinn, and they did. I mean, dude,
honestly, I think Atlanta is going to be in fire sale mode at the end of the year this year, though.
Yeah.
To try and reset. It wouldn't surprise me if Matt Ryan and Julio Jones are on the trade block.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna pass up the Jets, being in the suckage department.
Yeah.
To get Trevor Lawrence, but Atlanta would be a perfect spot for Trevor Lawrence because he's from Georgia.
They got all Atlanta needs is a running back, and if they got Lawrence, they have Lawrence and Rid. They have a nice young wide receiver core there, and they if they were able to get a running back, Atlanta would probably be able to make some noise next year.
Yeah, so we lost that. So we lost that pick as Atlanta. Destroyed. I mean, when I saw the score, they were up like big. I was like, man, should have picked Atlanta. But we missed on that one. The next one we got, I'll let you take this one as your New England Patriots lost to the Denver Broncos. What happened? 18-12 was the final.
They just the offense was just. I mean, I'm not making any excuses, but they practiced like. To me, it was. I wasn't going into that game expecting much. They had like 3 practices, like I think 2 practices in 2 weeks. And you know, their offensive line was banged up, and it got even more banged up during the game. Newton practiced 3 times in 3 weeks. Like I didn't go in, into that game thinking that they were going to score a lot, a lot of points, but I did think they could pull off like a 2017 or 2010 win there. But the offense was just inept, man. Cam was clearly rusty, and then the offensive line gave him no time to work with. Even the run game struggled. They couldn't. It was just it was an overall hard. It was hard to watch, man. They just offensively, defensively, the whole team struggled. They struggled bad, and Denver made a couple of big plays. They turned a couple of big plays into points, and that's what ultimately won them the game.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I saw the score early, like late in the game. I was like, man, the Patriots like only have 12 points. Like, wow, because I didn't get that game here.
It was an ugly game, man. I'm not gonna lie. It was an ugly game. They offensively they were struggling. Yeah. Anonymous, we're gonna get your Niners next week though. Jimmy G's coming into Foxborough. Uh-oh. I'm already calling it. That Niner gang gonna lose this weekend. Yeah, well, we'll get to San Francisco later, but they played good this week. That's another game that we missed on. All right, and next game we hit on this one. We got this one right as the Giants beat Washington 20-19 as Washington tried a 2-point conversion to win the game. They didn't get it. A lot of people were. What is Riverboat Ron doing? I mean, I understand he's like the guy he is the guy that takes the risks, but like. Just kick it and go into overtime.
If it worked, nobody would have second guessed it. So I mean, if it works, Nobody. If it works, he's a genius. If it doesn't work, he's an idiot. So I mean, I mean, I don't know. Like
you know what I mean though. Like, just kick it, and go to overtime.
He's on the road. He's on the road. I don't think they had any fans there in Jersey, but anyway, but as when they scored with like 30. Yeah, they scored 36 seconds left.
But I give Rivera credit though. He's coaching this season with cancer, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he does have cancer.
So I give him credit, man. He's still putting all the work in that he needs to.
If you look at the Giants' stats in this game, it was really horrible. I mean, Daniel Jones only threw for 112 yards. He only ran. The leading rusher was 7 carries, 74 yards. Isn't that bad? That's 10 yards a carry. But that was Daniel Jones. He was the leading rusher and the leading passer.
Yeah.
So they really have no running game since Barkley, got hurt. But 112 yards. I mean, I don't know what point did the Giants maybe think about drafting another quarterback. I don't know.
Put it this way. Put it this way, right? Let's say the Giants have the number 1 overall pick, right? Let's say it's between the Giants and the Jets, and let's hypothetically let's say the Giants have the number 1 overall pick. I don't think you don't.
You can't. You can't pass up on Lawrence.
You physically can't, and as much as they believe in Daniel Jones, still you don't pass up on a pick like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't pass up on a talent like him. I mean, you got to take him. I think he has a higher ceiling than Daniel Jones, so that's why I think you can take him.
Much. If the potential plays out, the ceiling is much higher.
I think it's much higher. So I think you have to. If you're the Giants, I mean, you got to take them because the Jets are going to take them right after you. So
yeah,
just take them.
If you're the number 1 and you don't pick Lawrence, who's ever behind you is gonna take him.
I mean, yeah, so they're going to take him. Whether they need a quarterback or not, they're going to take him. So the Giants get their first win as they stay. They're alive in the NFC East. NFC East is horrible.
Oh, dude, that division is so bad.
Yeah,
I'll say this: were you expecting the Cowboys to be that bad coming into this year? Because I wasn't.
No, I was not. I thought the Cowboys would go 11-5, 12-4.
I pegged Dallas this year for in between 10 and 12 wins. Yeah.
But man,
I was not expecting them at all to be this bad.
Yeah. Horrible. All right, so we got another NFC East team is the Ravens beats Philadelphia 30-28. As the Eagles came back, they were down 24-6 in that fourth quarter, and they had a chance to tie it late in the game. Didn't get the 2-point conversion. So Eagles fall to 1-4-1, and the Ravens are 5-1 is Baltimore. So, the Eagles. I mean, they're another team that's just they were going 13-3. If you listen to all their fans in the offseason, but obviously they're not going 13-3 now. They're 1-4-1. I mean, they might go 7-8-1. I don't know. But I don't know. But it was good. It was if you're an Eagles fan, I guess you got to be some kind of. You got to take something out of it because you came back. You didn't give up in this game against the Ravens. You came back and you almost had a chance to tie it, but it didn't work out. But at least you had a chance. You didn't give up.
I thought there was a lot of questionable play calling from the Eagles in that game, though. Like, I don't know about Doug Peterson calling offensive plays because sometimes he looks like a genius, and in other games he looks like a complete idiot.
I agree. I don't know if I like head coaching calling plays. I don't like when Sean Payton calls plays. I think he should stick it. Pete Carmichael is the so-called offensive coordinator. Let him call the plays. But that's what you have an OC for. But I don't on there.
Yeah, because there'll be times where I see Peyton calling the offensive plays from the.
He's always calling the plays.
Yeah.
I don't know what Pete Carmichael does. I think he just has the title as OC. I really don't know what he does, honestly.
Yeah. It's more of an advisor than anything, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm sure he sits in the film room and gives his 2 cents. But Sean Payton's the one that's going to call the plays and override anybody. You can just tell by his play calls. Let's see what we got next. Oh, yeah. Well, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. As the Steelers just annihilated Cleveland 38-7. As I was off the Browns train for a few weeks, I didn't believe in them, and I got on it last week, and I just got run over by I got run over,
crashing back to earth.
So I kind of figured it was coming eventually. I just thought maybe they could ride it one more week, but no, yeah. So the Browns are. They might go to the playoffs, but they're not going to be any kind of threat. There's Steelers, Big Ben didn't have a great game passing the ball, only 162 yards, but the Steelers, 38-7. That's just a dominating win over the Browns. So yeah.
Yeah. How good do the Steelers look?
They look pretty. I mean, Steelers. I mean, they're 5-0. I mean, Roethlisberger is, I think, played better than what I think anybody thought he would coming off the injury. Because he's been in the league. He's been in the league since 2004. He came in the same draft as Eli Manning.
Yeah, as Eli Manning did. Yeah.
He's been in the league, for a long time.
I tell you one thing, that surgically repaired elbow looks pretty good. He's been throwing the football around the field like it never even happened.
They got Claypool for the Steelers, another 4 receptions, 74 yards. I mean, they got a steal with him.
Yeah,
Claypool, good pick, good draft pick by the Steelers. As Roethlisberger only threw for 162 yards, but Baker Mayfield threw 2 interceptions. The Browns couldn't run the ball.
He's regressed. Mayfield's regressed the last 2 years.
I don't think he's even peaked. He hasn't really been good. To regress. I don't know. Claypool was. I mean, man. Wish we had him on the Saints. Man.
No, he's. Mayfield's continued to regress the last 2 seasons, and it just seems like it's more and more. I don't know what it is, but he folds in the fourth quarter. That dude cannot play football in the fourth quarter at all.
Yeah, and so Cleveland looks like they maybe will fall back to earth. All right, we got next here. Let's see. We got Carolina and Chicago Bears, as we both picked Carolina in this game. We both took the L, and Chicago wins 23-16. As the Bears. The Bears are what? 4-1, 5-1?
5-1, yeah.
5-1,
Chicago's 5-1.
Yeah, so they're right behind. They're right behind Green Bay for the division lead. That's gonna be some 2 good games later.
When they play each other, those are going to be a good game. Those will be good games.
That'll be must watch. As I mean, if you look at the stats, I mean, they didn't. I mean, they only had like 100 and. They only had 261 yards of offense, did Chicago. But 3 turnovers for Carolina did them in. 2 interceptions and 1 fumble. So, but look, NFL is about wins and losses. No matter how many yards you get, how many points you get, it's wins and losses in the NFL. So 5-1. So I don't know if they have enough to beat Green Bay. When they do meet up in the rest later in the year. But I don't know, but good win for Chicago on the road against. Carolina was playing good. They won like 3 straight, and that was all without McCaffrey.
Teddy Bridgewater is proving that he can still play. Bridgewater is absolutely proving that he can still play.
Teddy two gloves.
The Saints should have held on to him because he would have fit good in that offense.
They didn't have the money. They didn't have the money.
I mean, I don't know. They could see. when I was looking at situations like that,
1 second. I'm listening to you.
Is that true? Is that true? The Bears are ahead of Green Bay. Is that true?
Green Bay lost. Green Bay lost, right? Yeah, Green Bay lost. Yeah, Green Bay lost.
Yes, so they are ahead of Green Bay.
They are ahead of Green Bay. They are ahead of Green Bay. You're right.
R.I.P. New York Jets. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So we got the next. This is a game we missed on, as we both picked Jacksonville to win, but Detroit just killed Jacksonville, 34-16. As
this was the Trevor Lawrence Bowl.
Yeah. As Jacksonville is another team that can probably maybe get Trevor Lawrence, but I don't think anybody's going to outsuck the Jets. I just don't think anybody is. I think the Jets might go winless.
I wonder how Trevor Lawrence would fit if Minnesota had to play at him. You know?
Don't know. But yeah, so I mean 34-16, the Lions went and beat
but I think the Vikings can fall into like 3 or 4 wins this year. You know what I mean?
Who? The Vikings?
The Vikings, yeah. They'll win 3 or 4. They'll win like 4 games this year.
Yeah, so let's see what we got going on here. It's Deandre Smith had the big marching day for Detroit, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. As
he's legit. Swift is going to be a stud in this league.
So
yeah, Swift. What did he have? He had a good day through the air too, didn't he? Catching the football.
He threw for 223 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. So it was 19 for 31. Not that great.
No. I'm talking about Swift catching the football.
Okay.
Didn't he catch?
Let's see. Look at the stats here. Dun, dun, dun. No, he only had 3 catches. It was Galladay had 4 catches for 105 yards. It was Galladay with the big day.
That's who I want the Patriots to go after.
Keelan Cole had a good game for Jacksonville. He had 6 receptions for 143 yards.
Oh wow, that is a good game.
But I don't know. Like I said, if Jacksonville ends up with the number 1 pick, but they probably won't. But they got to take Trevor Lawrence too. I don't think they can stick with Minshew. I don't think Minshew is the answer. But they got more problems than just guarding a Minshew. Their defense isn't good.
This is true. This is very true.
So
my Lions won because the Jags suck, not because we're good. This is true. This is very true. And this comment is also true, yet sad.
Lions and the Patriots have the same record. Oh, man. Wow. Man. What's going on, Belichick?
Come on, Bill. Let's go.
And speaking of the Jersey Jets, yeah, they got shut out 24-0 against Miami. I mean, they got shut out 24-0. They can't even score a point.
By the Dolphins, right?
The Dolphins. And
by the freaking Miami Dolphins.
And surprisingly, Tua is going to start next week, which is a little surprising to me because Miami's.
I heard that.
Miami's 3-3. It's not like. I mean, if they're 3, they have a chance to make the playoff with Fitzpatrick. They do. So they must see something. They must see something in practice with Tua. He must be healthy. Otherwise, I don't think they would throw him out there if he wasn't healthy. And I don't think they would throw him out there if they didn't see something in practice that he has.
It kind of makes me think that they might have gone to Fitzpatrick before the season started and said, "Look, here's the plan. We're gonna let the kid get acclimated, for a couple weeks, and then we're gonna give him the. That's what it feels like to me. Where they,
I agree.
They went to Fitzpatrick and were like, all right, man, here's the plan.
Yep. All right.
But I mean, let's be honest, right? Like when Tua was in that draft, right? Before Tua got hurt, he was in the talk for being one of the better quarterbacks coming out of the draft.
Before he got hurt.
Yeah, before he got hurt. It was. I mean, you remember the whole tank for Tua thing? He was one of the better quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, so we'll get to see what Tua has. next week, as he will be the starter. That is confirmed.
I think he'll be serviceable. I think he'll be all right. Everybody's worried about his height and stuff like that, but like Kyler Murray's a short quarterback, and he seems to be doing all right.
Yeah, just he's gonna have to stay healthy.
Yeah,
more than knock on him, stay healthy. But anyway, interesting to see how it works out with Tua. He's gonna have growing pains. Let's see, we got next. So we got your old quarterback. As he just, I mean, did you watch this game, Tampa Bay and Green Bay?
I did.
Did you watch the game?
I did.
Tampa Bay annihilated. Tampa Bay.
They knew, like, it's funny because we don't usually get like Buccaneer games here, but with Brady, like there is no way that the New England area was not getting the Tampa Bay game.
And surprisingly, you picked against Tom. You went with Aaron Rodgers. I couldn't believe that you went against your quarterback. As man, this game was a blowout. I mean, I think a pick six for Rodgers. He threw another interception in the first half, and it was. I mean, this game.
Rodgers looked terrible this game. Terrible.
I mean, it was 38-10 as they just ran the ball. Tampa ran the ball over Green Bay, as Buccaneers in first place in a NFC South. So at the moment, by half a game, but they are in first place.
Who's behind him?
Saints.
The Saints are.
We're a half a game behind them because we haven't played. We played one less game.
Well, yeah. So if you guys, technically, if you win and they lose,
right? I mean, if we win, right? Because we're 4-2. I mean, for they're 4-2, we're 3-2. But we played them in a few weeks. But like I said before,
that's those Saints and Bucks game. Like you guys have already played each other once, right?
Well, I said that we were going to split them. Well, we'd win in New Orleans, and they would win in Tampa Bay, and I still believe that.
If you beat them next week, that's huge for you guys.
Yeah, because we'll have the tiebreak. So Tampa Bay looked really, really good Sunday. Awful, but
of course I'm doing the Niners and Patriots game on Sunday. That's a given, man.
Oh, I know he'll be over by you. They played on Sunday Night Football. This game wasn't even this game. I mean, the score was 24-16, but San Francisco
owned that game.
They won the game. I mean, it wasn't a contest. As Garoppolo threw for 268, as he bounced back from getting benched when he got benched last week. So if they can get healthy, they're 3-3, so they have a chance to make the playoffs if they can stay healthy. I think Mostert came back too. Which is good for them. So this is an old rivalry, man. San Francisco and Los Angeles Rams. I mean, I remember back in the '80s when Montana and Jim Everett. Man, this was a big rivalry back then.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it always was decided in the NFC West when those two teams played. So Frisco got a Frisco. I mean, we both picked the Rams in this. In the pick 'em, we both swung and missed on that. So Frisco looked good. And let's see,
San Fran. But see, it's funny though because they've looked inconsistent too, man. You know what I mean? The Niners have nobody gives a shit about your Titan.
As from the schedules, we've been getting double headers on Monday Night Football, which is kind of cool.
I gotta say, I don't mind that. The early game and the late game, I don't mind. I
kind of wish they would dump the Thursday night games and just give us a doubleheader on Monday night.
Chiefs, that's an idea, because the Thursday night games have sucked lately.
Yeah,
like just dump the Thursday night ones and give the double.
I like it. Maybe the NFL will. They won't do it. But so the Chiefs bounced back because we both figured that the Chiefs would bounce. Defeated the Bills 20. To watch this game was it was raining. It was in the 40s. So I'm sure when it's raining and in the 40s and the wind's blowing, it's cold. So see what was it at halftime?
What's up, G?
At halftime it was 13-10 at halftime. Close game, but then the second half, I don't think the Bills scored one touchdown late in the fourth quarter. to make it 23-17, but then they were unable to get the ball back. Chiefs are 5-1. Buffalo's 4-2. They still lead the East, AFC East. So I think they still should be the favorite in the AFC East over the Dolphins and the Patriots. And the Jets aren't any threat to win the division, but
I know. Hey, Vrabel has got the Titans playing good, man. That they're doing what they need to win games, and it's
Mrs. We're lagging.
Yeah, refresh it, Anonymous. Refresh it.
Let's see. Yeah, put it on my phone. Looks all right. Maybe it was lagging before, but yeah, refresh it.
Yeah, refresh it.
All right. So then we got the Arizona Cardinals as they just destroyed Dallas 38-10. As Zeke fumbled twice in that game.
I know something's up with him because he looks slower and he looks, like Zeke doesn't usually make those kind of mistakes.
Yeah, he usually doesn't fumble. At least twice in the game.
He looks slower. He looks timid. He's not running as hard as he usually like.
Yeah.
Something's got to be up with him. I would think it's got to be off the field. I don't think it's on the field stuff. I think he's distracted or something.
You saw that they're fighting with the coaches. They said they don't believe in the coaches. The coaches are, there's already riffraff between them and the coaches.
Yeah, with all the stuff that's coming out about them like leaking all the information. Yeah, no.
But so there's
be on the game. What up, man?
Oh, that was week 6. As like I said, I was 7-7 in the picks, which is horrible, and Bobby was 6-8. So hopefully y'all did not listen to us last week and you made some money. So if you want to make money, just don't listen to us. That's that the way it is, Bobby. Just don't listen to us. Just bet against us, and you'll win more than you lose. But yeah, so week number 7 kicks off with tomorrow, man. As we got an NFC East battle. As I went back and forth in this game between the Giants and the Eagles before I made my pick. I went back and forth in this because I really couldn't decide.
I would be curious to see what the line is on this one because I would bet it's probably a pick'em.
What is it? Let's see here. I
haven't looked at it yet, but I would be willing to bet that it's probably a pick'em game.
It's got to be a pick'em. Let's see. It's actually 4.5. Philadelphia.
Yeah, so because 3 is basically a pick'em. You know,
the over under. Excuse me. The over under is 45. 45. Man, that is low, man. 45 is low. That's low.
But you got to think the Giants' offense is inept. You know.
I know it is.
I would think out of those 45 points, if they're thinking that, they're gonna say it's gonna be something like 28 to 28 or 30 something to 10.
Yeah, man, that's
I would think the Eagles would score most of those points.
So
this is a pick 'em though. I don't.
Who you got in this game? Like I said, I went back and forth on it. I was just. I picked the Eagles because they were at home. Like I said, I don't know. The Giants struggled against Washington. Eagles looked good later in the game last week against Baltimore. So that's why I picked Eagles. I picked Eagles because they were at home. It's not that it means anything in a COVID year, but I don't know. But I picked the Eagles.
I'm gonna go with you too. I'm gonna take the Eagles. I have that offensive line for the Giants is super inconsistent. I don't think Devontae Freeman's the answer in the run game because he's been once again inconsistent. The play calling's been up and down for New York. I just Yeah, like it's hard for me to have faith in that Giants football team. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Eagles too. I'm gonna take
We
Philly
could
too.
we could pick the tie. You know, like people in the chat says, hope it ends up in a tie. We could pick the tie, but yeah. Yeah, man. So I went back and forth in this. I couldn't really decide, and I just picked the Eagles because they're at home.
I have more faith in Carson Wentz than I do Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
If it comes down to like the final like 4 minutes of a game and you need points, I'm probably gonna take Wentz over Jones.
All right. I mean, let's get to the Sunday games. The first one we got new 1:00 game your time, noon for me. As we got the Panthers and the Saints. The Saints will probably have fans.
Take it, man. You take it. Go ahead. Take it first. It's your team.
The Saints will probably have fans. As
will
people,
really?
About 3,000, not much, but yeah, no, they were. If you pay attention to the past 2 weeks, the Saints been back and forth with the city of New Orleans by putting fans in the stands. They were talking about playing games in Baton Rouge. Because they can probably have 25% capacity at LSU, but I don't think they were able to work out any kind of deals in a short time frame. But
to move the teams down to LSU Stadium.
So it's gonna be Saints and Panthers Sunday, and Saints. So I picked the Saints. I think Michael Thomas will be back. Hopefully, he was limited in practice today, which doesn't make any sense to me.
That was strategic, though.
I don't know because supposedly he was healthy last week when he played the Chargers, and he got suspended for a game because of conduct detrimental
for being an idiot, basically, right?
Yeah. But I got the Saints. I think the Saints will. Maybe with the fans, they'll be a little more energized, and I think it's gonna be a close game. I don't think the Saints are gonna cover the spread. I think this will be like a 4 or 5 point game. But give me the Saints.
I'm gonna go with you again. I'm gonna take New Orleans at home. I'm gonna take the Saints at home. Although it's gonna be a close game. That'll be a 3 to 7 point game. Yeah. Carolina will go down there and compete.
All right. Ooh, another game. Another pillow fight. Detroit and Atlanta. Who do you got? Detroit and Atlanta. Who you got?
So Atlanta's offense is really potent. It's their defense that sucks. Their defense can't stop anyone.
They played better without Dan Quinn last week. So
yeah,
much better.
I'm gonna take Atlanta.
I agree with you. I took Atlanta too. I think Detroit's not a good football team. Atlanta, I mean, they've been scoring points. I just think they just give them
their offense the last 3 weeks has put points on the board. I just think they gotta get that defense in order, and they'll you know what I mean?
Yeah, Odell Beckham got banned from LSU for 2 years because he's an idiot. I mean, we know he's an idiot because of his actions on and off the field. But yeah, so he's
OBJ's a moron. That dude's an idiot.
Yeah. So we both picked Atlanta as we figured that. I just think they're gonna lose some games down the road. Atlanta will, but they're better than this team, and I think without new coach, no Dan Quinn, I think they'll play better again this week and beat Detroit. So I agree with you.
I have no faith. I have no faith in Detroit's defense to stop Calvin Ridley, Matt Ryan, and
right.
Just Detroit's D is bad.
Yep. Let's see. We got the Battle of Ohio. Browns, Bengals. Games in Cincinnati.
Give me the former LSU Tiger Joe Burrow and them Bengals. I'm good. Be on the game. How are you, man?
So
excellent.
I held off picking Cleveland. When they were on a little mini run, I said they were going to eventually be the Browns, and I picked them last week. And guess what? They were the Browns last week. So I'm not doing them again. Give me the Bengals at home. Give me the Bengals at home. I think Cleveland.
I think the Browns have come crashing down to earth. I think their little mini run is done.
I mean, yeah.
And once again, the Browns. You look at the Browns, right? And they should be putting points up and beating. You know, they should be competing and beating teams. And it's like, that's another team. That's another team where it's not technically the team. It's the organization and the coaching around it that just makes it crap.
So, man, why would y'all pick the Bengals? Because I'm not picking the Browns. Because I'm not picking the Browns. The Browns are just
because the Browns are the Browns.
Yeah. I mean, I got burned last week because I thought they would play better. If they would have played better, say they had lost a close game against Pittsburgh, then I would have picked them this week. But they just got annihilated last week. They benched Baker Mayfield. That team is.
And the worst part was, did you get to watch that game at all or no?
No.
The Bengals basically just rolled over. I mean, the Browns basically just rolled over and died in the fourth quarter. Like they gave up. They literally in the fourth quarter against Pittsburgh, they basically just rolled over and they gave up. They were. Wow. You could tell that they were mentally checked out. They knew that they were taking a beating, and they just the fight was just all gone.
Wow. All right. Whew. This is a good game. I hope this game is on in my mom. Well, it's going on the same time as the Saints game, so I probably won't watch it. But Steelers, Titans, battle of 5-0 teams in Nashville, man. This
could be the game of the weekend. This could be the game of the weekend.
It could be one of the games of the weekend.
If the Steelers defense can make that Tennessee offense one-dimensional, that's going to be a game. If Tannehill has to sit back in the pocket and throw 35 times a game, or 35 times in that game, it's going to be real interesting. So it's the big question is can they stop or slow down Henry enough to win that game?
Yeah, if Derrick Henry's getting 200 yards, if he rushes for 200 yards, they're winning the game. If they can hold him
if Henry goes for over 100, I think they win that game.
Yeah. So he probably will because he's a wrecking ball if he's running. He's just a wrecking ball if he's running. But I picked the Steelers in this game. You know the Titans are favored. I picked Pittsburgh.
I think you know what? I'm gonna take. I think the Steelers D can slow down Henry enough to win that game. I think they can. I'm gonna wait. They're missing Devin Bush. They're missing Bush, aren't they?
The Steelers?
Aren't they missing Bush? Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody say he's out for the year.
Yeah. I just read that. Give me the Titans. I'm gonna switch my pick. Take the Titans in that game. Yeah.
All right.
Give me Tennessee.
All right. Well, this next one's going to be an easy pick. Bills, Jets. Who you got?
The Bills are going to absolutely demolish the Jets. This is going to be like a 37-10 massacre.
Yeah, so
it's going to be brutal.
Yeah. So Bills. Moving on. Cowboys, Washington.
The Jets are losing 100-0 in that game.
Yeah. So Cowboys, Washington. This game is in our nation's capital. The Cowboys are 1-point favorite.
As bad as as bad as Dallas is, Washington's worse.
Yeah, they're worse. I agree.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I think CeeDee Lamb has a huge game in that game.
I agree with you. I think Washington is worse than the Cowboys. Now Cowboys had a bad game this past week against the Cardinals. They looked awful. But I think the Cowboys are better than them on paper and all that.
The Cowboys they'll bounce back. Andy Dalton will play better against Washington.
They're better than them. So give me Dallas as Give me that.
Zeke's got to get out of his own head and just run. Just do Zeke things. If he gets back to just being focused and doing what he does on the field and not worrying about anything else, but just doing what he does. It's the same, it's this like that offense goes through Zeke. If Zeke's on a roll, it opens everything else up. It opens the passing game up. They have to get him rolling. I don't care if they force feed him the football. They have to get him rolling.
I agree. Let's see. Never mind. I thought this was a different game. No. Packers against the Houston Texans. So Green Bay is going on the road.
This is going to be I don't know how you feel. I'll let you take this one first. Go ahead.
I think Green Bay will bounce back. I think Green Bay will bounce back, and I think Green Bay will win this game pretty easily. They only favor about 3.5. I think they're winning the game. I think that's a
double-digit win for them.
I think they win this game by 2 touchdowns.
Me and you are on the same page. That's easily a double-digit win for them. Easily.
Give me Green Bay, man. Give me Green Bay.
I will take the Pack as well.
Ooh. Yeah, I agree. I just think they'll bounce back from getting beat bad by Tampa Bay. Let's see. Oh, got some late game now. Now we're getting to the late games, and this is a battle for the NFC West as the Seattle Seahawks go on the road to face the Arizona Cardinals. Seahawks 3.5 points favorite.
Remember last year the Cardinals gave them everything they could. The Cardinals threw everything they could at Seattle. They play them well, so don't like this isn't an easy game because the Cards are going to get up for this game too. They did it last year too.
Yep, and this game is not in the Northwest. It's in Arizona too. So it's probably not going to be raining.
I'm going to go with Seattle, but the Cardinals are going to make this interesting, like real interesting. This is going to be a 7-point game. The Cardinals are going to make this interesting. I'm going to go with Seattle, but Arizona's going to compete.
Yeah. Well, I'm going against you.
Are you really picking that?
If this game was in Seattle, I'd pick Seattle because it'd be raining. This game is going to be in the desert, so of course they play in a dome.
It's going to be hot too.
They play in a dome stadium. So I'll pick Arizona. I think Arizona is going to. I mean, it's hard to win every game in the NFL. Seattle's not going to go undefeated.
No,
it's not going to happen. They're going to have a letdown game, just like Green Bay had a letdown game last week against Tampa Bay. Mm-hmm. So give me Arizona in this game because they're at home.
Take it easy, Blake. See you later, man.
Yep. Yeah. So give me the Arizona Cardinals. Let's see. Okay, next game up. Ooh, we got the Chiefs playing Denver in the at the Mile High. Well, it's not Mile High Stadium anymore, but it's in Denver. Chiefs and the Broncos. Who do you got?
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
I agree there.
Hey, Lindley, what's up?
I agree. I think Kansas City.
They should actually roll in there and stomp out Denver pretty good.
Yeah. So give me Mahomes and Kansas City. So look good. You look good for KC. Monday night was Edwards-Helaire. The whole running game looked good.
Dude,
I mean they ran the ball.
He's an animal. He runs. That dude runs like he's 250 pounds.
But I mean, they ran the ball well against Buffalo. I'm sure.
Where did he come from, Goose?
Edwards-Helaire?
Yeah.
LSU.
I was just gonna say didn't he come on LSU?
Yeah, LSU. He was on LSU last year. And he's.
You know who I think has a similar run style to him that's in college now is that Etienne kid from.
Oh yeah, Etienne. Yeah, he's gonna be good when he comes
Travis
out.
Etienne and Edwards-Helaire have almost to me, they almost look like the same running back.
Yeah. But if you saw those holes that KC opened up against Buffalo, like on the blocking, oh man, I could have ran through that hole. But I mean, because I mean, I'm not knocking any running back, but those holes were huge. I mean, huge. So, I'll let you take this one. As I wonder if Anonymous is still here, if he's still hanging around. We got the 49ers going up to the Northeast to play the New England Patriots. Man. Niners in the packs.
First you didn't hear Anonymous? Fuck San Fran. Now that we got that out of the way, Patriots are going to win this game.
Patriots are going to win this game.
Close game though. The Niners don't get it twisted. The Niners D is still really good. Yeah. The Niners defense is even as banged up as it is, it's still very good.
Yeah.
I do think it's going to come down to like the final 6 or 8 minutes of that fourth quarter. I think that's what that game's going to come down to. It's going to be a good game. I do think that the Pats come away with the win though. I think they bounce back. They have a full. They're back to a normal schedule, practicing and prep time. Prep. I think the Pats get the win. Okay. Hey, there's Anonymous.
There he is.
I'll give it to you again, Anonymous. Fuck San Fran. Right here, bro.
Well,
Jimmy G's number one.
I agree with you. I picked New England also in this game. I think they'll bounce back from having a subpar game last week. I don't think Cam Newton. I can't see the Patriots falling 2-4 under Belichick, man. I just don't. I mean, they're under 500. I mean,
I think they'll get up for this game too. I think they'll get up for this game. I think it's going to mean a lot to Belichick. Like, I think they'll get up for this game.
I don't know. Has Belichick ever been 2-3? I don't know, but
he hasn't had a record like this in a long time.
Probably since he was with the. I mean, now he. I don't know. I agree with you. Maybe with the Browns. Maybe the Browns, but yeah, give me New England. As I agree with you. I think the Patriots bounce back and win. Let's see. We got the another late game. Jaguars going on the road to face the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers are an 8-point favorite, man. I got Los Angeles. I got LA. I think Herbert is a good quarterback. I think
I'm gonna take the Chargers as well. I think Herbert can play.
They lost a lot of close games. They're 1-4, but I think they lost a lot. They lost close to the Saints. They had a close game against the Chiefs.
I think this could be Herbert's like first 300 plus, or I should say first 400-yard game. Yeah. He could throw for 400 yards against the Jets.
I mean, he did 4 touchdowns against us and no interceptions.
Yeah. He could light this team up.
I think the Chargers are going to win. I think they're 1-4, but they're a lot better than what their record says they are, and they're definitely better. They're definitely better than Jacksonville.
Yeah, but, Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville is in danger of getting blown up this game, blown up and blown out.
But give me Los Angeles. Man. My back of my head keeps wanting to say San Diego, and I gotta keep saying don't call them San Diego. All the time. We got this. We got Sunday Night Football. This probably will be a good game. We got Sunday Night Football. We got the Buccaneers going to the Death Star to face the Las Vegas Raiders. Man, wow. Buccaneers and the Raiders.
Who do you think? Who you got?
I picked Tampa Bay.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna take the Bucs. Tampa has figured some stuff out and they're rolling. I wouldn't be surprised if Vegas wins the game. I think the Raiders are a good team, but I think quarterback's better in Tampa. But You could say it, Goose. You could say it. Brady's better. It's okay.
Brady's
It's okay.
better.
No, it's to me. Tampa's defense is better than Oakland's.
Yeah.
I think Oakland's gonna have
Las
a
Vegas.
tough time
No,
scoring
Las Vegas.
points.
It's not Oakland, Las Vegas.
Well, you know what I think the Raiders are gonna have a tough time scoring points.
But yeah, so yeah, I agree with that. I think it's gonna be Tampa Bay. And let's see that next.
Like, dude, you got to admit, like Mike Evans and that receiving core for the Buccaneers got to be loving having a quarterback that can actually, read a defense and get you the football.
Yeah. I mean, Winston's problem last year was the interceptions. I mean, he threw for 30 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he threw for 5,000 yards too.
That's from not being able to read coverages, you
right.
know?
Right. Yeah, I agree.
That's from not being able to read coverages.
Yeah. Exactly, and being careless with the football.
Yeah.
Too. But
Carr is going to have a rough game. I think that Buccaneers front four is going to be all over him.
We got next here. We got the Monday Night Football. We got the Chicago Bears facing the Los Angeles Rams.
See, I think this is going to be a good game.
Yeah, I do too. And the Rams are coming off a loss, but they played bad against San Francisco. And of course, Chicago coming off a win as they beat Carolina.
Because the Rams are not bad. They're not a bad. They are not a bad team. They had an off day.
I agree.
So who you got?
I had the Rams. I got the Rams. I think the Rams will bounce back from their loss against San Francisco. They're a better team than what they're a better team than what they played this past weekend. So, but
yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna take the Rams too. I think they're not as bad as they played. The Bears defense is pretty good. I'm not gonna discount that, but I don't know. I'm not a Foles guy. I'm not a Nick Foles guy. I think I don't know. I trust Goff and Sean McVay over Nick Foles and Matt Nagy.
Yeah. But there it is, guys. If you want to make your millions, listen to us.
So where did we pick different? We picked different
on the Steelers and the Titans. And there was more on the game. Oh yeah, Arizona and Seattle. So there was two games we picked different. Steelers and the Titans, and Arizona and Seattle. So one of us will win this week, and unless there's a bunch of ties then
we get like 3 ties and no one wins.
Yeah, we get 3 ties, no one wins. Because so you ready for this baseball game tonight?
I am.
Yes, man. The Bellinger, man.
I heard he dislocated his.
He saw that
celebrating.
Yeah, that was against the Braves. And then last night he did the little foot stomp. He didn't, which is probably smart. But yeah, I mean, he hit a big home run against the Braves in Game 7. He hit a big home run last night. They just need to not pitch. If you're the Rays, I mean, I don't know. I think you just kind of don't want to pitch to him, man. He's Dodgers on fire right now, man.
Here's they keep testing him, and he's finally hitting again. He was in a little bit of a slump, but I think he's found his swing again, which is when he's seeing the baseball like it's a beach ball.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
Yeah, and the Dodgers on fire. They won the last 3 against Atlanta, and now they won this game. That's 4 in a row. And the Rays are on. I mean, they're not. They lost, but they lost 3 in a row against Houston. They finally won Game 7, but Tampa Bay they've lost 4 of the last 5 games. But then the Dodgers are on fire. They won the last 4. So sometimes that carries over, even though it carries over. You play. So
the momentum that the Rays have to face that the Dodgers have is huge.
So interesting to see how this game turns out, man. So
yeah, it's gonna be a good one tonight.
Yeah.
But, the whole series should be good. The Rays are, if the Dodgers win, the Rays are definitely they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it so they have to earn it. They're not exactly gonna just, you know what I mean. They'll play the whole 9 innings. They're not gonna give up.
But I gotta get running. I'm doing the game tonight, and
all right, guys. But I think that's all we got for you tonight. Goose, you're gonna? Goose, are you doing the game?
Yeah, I'm doing the game. I had a decent crowd last night, better than last year. So
go over to my dude's channel and check that out, guys. He's gonna be doing the game 2 of the World Series.
I might even do some
guys,
shots.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. This was weekly picks, and see how we do, Goose. Hopefully everything goes smooth.
Yeah, and I might do some shots. I got some honey Jim Beams. I might do some shots tonight. So
there you go. All right,
but so hope it's a good game tonight.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good one. Guys, thanks a lot. We appreciate all the support. Me and Goose are going to take off. Goose is going to be doing the World Series game, so go check that out. And we will catch all of you guys next week for the recap and another episode of Weekly Picks. But for now, guys, we're out of here. Y'all have a good one, and we will see you later. Peace.